Hi, Leo. I was getting this specific message, and I don't know if it's for all of you, and I don't know if the reading's going to be about this, but I have to tell you, it was that you're doing something, you're working on something, or maybe this could even be in regards to a relationship, but it's like you have a lot of idols, you idolize a lot of people, you look up to people, as mentors and that kind of thing. And that's great, and you learn from them and you show them a lot of respect and all of this. But then it's like you take on those qualities, you learn, you progress, you further yourself in whatever you're doing, and you expect other people to idolize you the way you idolized someone else. And when you don't, you feel like you're not getting that same kind of admiration. It kind of affects how you're viewing the situation. And I feel like that needs to shift, okay? And this is for some of you because people do respect you and they think you're wildly creative. I'm hearing wildly creative, and you might not be idolized yet, or it's going to happen in a different way. Okay. And I also feel like people are looking at you and they're getting very inspired by you in whatever you're doing, but it's really quiet right now. Like you don't really know yet, but you have to keep on going with whatever it is you're doing. So the message is here. Well, I heard pull back on your idealization of other people. Okay, be more realistic about their downfalls. So say you're a songwriter and there's somebody that you really look up to. Scale it back a bit. That person's not perfect. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, so it's okay to respect them and be inspired by them. Kind of have them as a muse almost, but yeah, scale it back because it could affect the way that you are anticipating being received by others as well. And then I'm also hearing, think about how quiet you are about your idealization of someone, and how are you going to know that somebody feels that way about you? Okay. Weird message. So let's see. Well, not weird, but specific. So let's see what we got for Leo coming up. I heard Taurus, okay, and Gemini. I heard Taurus and Gemini. I'm seeing something to do with hockey too. Okay, we have the Death card here coming out as the first card for what's going on with the Ace of Pentacles. Wow, awesome. You didn't give up on something, okay? You're not giving up on something. There's something that you've been working on, some new opportunity, something that's going to lead you into an exciting future. You might not really be sure of where it's going, but it's like there was a little bit of a setback somewhere along the line, but you just decided you're not going to give up on this. You might have found like a solution to a problem. Or I did hear this before too, and I forgot. You found something old, and this isn't going to be for all of you. And again, I'm seeing this has to do with music, so I don't know if a lot of you are musicians out there, but I am seeing, I'm not, so it must be you. I am seeing that you found something like I heard a riff, like an old riff that you were working on. Yeah, something Capricorn energy here with the Devil and Temperance. Absolutely. Something that you were working on for a long time that you kind of put aside. You didn't know where it was supposed to go. And this doesn't have to be music. It could be anything that you're working on, and you kind of put it off to the side. You didn't really know what to do with it, but now you're going to be inspired by that. It's almost like having a book of things that inspire you. So when you get inspiration, creative ideas, write them down somewhere and kind of come back to that book when you feel stuck, or that document or whatever it is, and that will help you go forward and see how everything is kind of lining up. Yeah. You might get inspired by something that you find, like an old picture I'm getting. Something you find in nature as well. Okay, let's see here. There was some regret here. Something definitely did not work out in the future for you, or in the future. Wow, that was a slip, but I was going to say in the past. So maybe the fear is that something, because this is the concern, that something's not going to work. You're going to get stuck again somewhere. Okay, and Spirit wants you to get out of this energy, most definitely, because you have this Ace of Pentacles here. Some of you don't really believe that you're as good as the people that you idolize, you know, the people that you look up to. Maybe idolize isn't the right word for all of you, but you definitely have people that you look at and you are inspired by them, you know, and you wonder how they got there maybe so fast, but you don't see all the background stuff, right? Like when, say you're a writer and you're like, wow, how did they write that book? It's so phenomenal. You don't see like the drafts and drafts and drafts and the anguish that went into it. You just see the final product. So remember that, okay, that you're not always seeing the process. And even if you are seeing the process for some of you, that took a lot of time for them to get into that kind of process. So don't feel like you're not good enough, because you are, or else the ace wouldn't be here. You definitely have stamina, Leo. Current energy is you in reverse. So yeah, you have the stamina. You're in your element. Whatever you're working on right now, whatever you're doing, is what you're supposed to be doing. I'm getting that. But yeah, Four of Wands here, and more fire energy, more solid energy here, stability. Some of you need to harness like a kind of Aries vibe, so you might need to work with an Aries or look to where that is in your chart, but you need that push, that fearlessness, the willingness to be able to make a mistake and fuck anybody's criticism. Like, who cares? If they don't like what you're doing, then that's their problem, not yours, right? Their opinion doesn't matter, I think, in this case, because this is something that is meant for you. You're on your path. There's going to be people who love you, and there's going to be people who don't love you. I'm hearing, like, if you don't have haters, then you're not doing something right, okay? It's because you have a strong personality, or your projects, your creative project is really, like, strong. You might have a very strong opinion about something. You might be doing something that's, like, way out of the box, and you're confronting some barriers and roadblocks, and they're getting you down, but that's just because your way of doing this, or your vision for whatever this is just breaks the mold, right? And that's what's going to make you get recognized. It's because you're so different. You're not just one and the same. Somebody is coming in here, okay, or you have someone around you here with the Daughter of Cups, which is the Page of Cups, that's going to show you where to find joy in the struggle of the work, okay? I don't know how to explain that. It's like somebody could be a water sign, but they're coming in to, I heard resuscitate, okay? Like resuscitate an old idea that you have, resuscitate an energy you had. This could even be like an old flame, or someone you used to flirt with, or something like that. Or maybe if you're in a relationship, it's kind of like a renewed chemistry, but it's gonna give you some more creative drive to turn this around. It's not that your project or whatever you're doing is going bad, but it's like there's too much worry here unnecessarily. The Empress in reverse. Ooh, okay, so for some of you, you had like a boss or a mother figure perhaps, or a partner, or somebody very significant to you who didn't recognize you, who didn't kind of nurture your ideas, who maybe thought you were a little bit silly with whatever it is you were doing, or they didn't really fund you, I heard. This is all creating a little bit of insecurity here, Leo. I don't think you're showing this to anybody, but it's there. Yeah, present actions, the Four of Wands in reverse with the King of Pentacles in reverse. Some of you feel like you don't have enough money for whatever it is you're doing, or you're worried about money, but this is leading towards something bigger than what you already have. More. I heard more of what you have. Interesting. I'm hearing something about a foundation. Well, I'm hearing, well, I'm hearing that some of you need to check a foundation, but there's something that needs to be wiped out here, but not entirely. It's like, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater idea. There's something that you're doing where something just needs to go, okay? Maybe it's somebody that you're working with, that they're not the right fit for the project, or there's just something that isn't jiving properly. That's what's creating the kind of tension here. I heard you'll know what that is. So that needs to go because it is stalling you and affecting your energy. Yeah. 9 of Wands here. This is causing anxiety, absolutely. You're looking for something to resolve something. Like, what is this? Some of you are quantifying your work rather than qualifying it. So what I mean by that is you're looking at the money aspect or the metrics of something rather than looking at the quality of the reception that's going on. Like, you might have a good friend that you really, really love, right? And you respect, and they're telling you how amazing your ideas are, or how amazing your project is, how amazing, whatever this is about, how well it's going, but you're not receiving that same accolade from strangers or from the public or your audience or whoever you're working for. And you're starting to kind of value yourself based on people's opinions that you don't even know and you don't value because you don't know them. So I'm hearing your friends, their support means something. Yeah. I heard Melissa. I'm also hearing Mary. There's 10 of Wands here for what you need to know. Well, this is that Taurus kind of energy I'm getting. Did I say I was getting Taurus energy? I think so. There is like this overthinking about a situation that was at a standstill for a long time. It could be with a Taurus. I feel like there's you might feel a little bit of guilt for something here. Son of Swords, 8 of Cups. Maybe you walked away from someone. You might have been a little bit harsh with what you said, or maybe you didn't say anything at all, and that's the problem, okay? But I feel like you're carrying something, a weight, and it's affecting this in a relationship aspect, and it's affecting your work here. Yeah, it's affecting your confidence because you haven't fully closed something out in your mind. You haven't, 6 of Cups in reverse, you haven't reconciled it within yourself. Okay, so whatever this is, that's kind of the root of the issue, actually. Whatever you're feeling like some kind of guilt, or maybe it's not guilt, but it's a sense of like you're pushing it away, but it's kind of nagging at you. That needs to be resolved within you. Yeah, 5 of Pentacles in the Hierophant in reverse, because you're not going to gain any more knowledge within your own creative projects or situations or advancement, I feel like, with this kind of mentality of being left out in the cold, whether you did that to someone or someone did that to you. Okay, so that needs to be resolved within you here. That's actually your advice there. The outcome, the Lovers in reverse. So I feel like you need to definitely detach from something. And I do feel like this is a love situation. The 6 of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody who wasn't giving. Okay, it could be in business, but somebody who wasn't helping. There was unequal give and take in this situation. I just saw 14-14. And that is affecting this whole project. Now I want to ask about like the Chariot at the bottom. Yeah, I was going to say, what's the outcome of this project that you're working on? Some of you are, I really feel like this is something to do with creativity. Painters. 5 of Wands, Ace of Cups, and the Daughter of Wands. So I do feel like it's a little bit of a battle. There is a little bit of a competition here, okay? But the energy is here for this creative new beginning, absolutely. And it's also going to bring you money So it's not only a creative endeavor, it's a financial one as well. These did come out in the reverse though, and this is the card about, taking that first step, going out there, being confident, knowing that maybe you might be a novice in something, but still going forward with confidence. Okay, like the message at the beginning, you're not going to be idolized right away, or maybe you're not going to receive all the accolades right away. You have to work for it, and it's going to come towards you here. Absolutely. But you need to take the first steps here, and yeah, you got to face that there will be competition, okay? And that's okay. That's good. All right, Leo, that's what I got for you. I hope that helped.